Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here to share some messages with you. They may resonate, they may not. And I'm happy to say there is some good news to share tonight. Okay, the messages lately have been not the most pleasant. Okay, but nonetheless, they were necessary to share. They're meant for somebody somewhere out there, anybody anywhere, but I kind of know who the latest messages are for. And it is my expressed hope, desire, wish that these messages get to these people in time. Okay, these messages serve as a warning, okay, for somebody here, okay, or it could be more than one person. Okay, I think there's going to be some general messages as well throughout. That's what I'm hearing channeled. Okay, and the good part, it might have nothing to do with anything I've shared, or it could, or it might have nothing to do with what's going to be shared alongside with it. I don't know if I'm going to start with the good news or the bad news first. But it might not be one solid message. Okay, so take what fits and leave the rest. Let's jump into it because there's quite a few messages here. Not as much as before, but I don't know what's going to be channeled alongside with it. So let me not try to estimate, because the videos have been longer than usual lately. I'm looking over at my deck, the tarot deck, and the tower is looking at me here. Okay, and I also have something about a tower here, so I guess I will start there. I guess I will start with the not so good news. Okay, and I know we're fast approaching the Christmas holiday. Okay, so this could be about a naughty or nice list, okay? Some people just didn't make the cut, or some people are going to be cut off the list because they're just a little bit too naughty. All right, I'm hearing that come through. Not everybody made the list. Not everybody will make the cut, okay? Somebody's Christmas is going to be different this year, okay? A bit more perilous, I'm hearing. Maybe bitter, maybe bleak, maybe grave. And grave could mean grave, as in severe or grave. Somebody might be ending up there for Christmas. All right, so it could be either or here. Nothing is really set in stone unless it comes out as an absolute statement, and that rarely happens, but it does happen when, you know, I say things like thus saith the Lord. Something like that will be considered an absolute statement because I'm speaking on behalf of a higher power, higher authority, something that I don't do willy-nilly, okay? Something that I'm not really apt to do either, okay? And that's why I don't put God says in my titles, okay? That's why I'm not trying to be a part of the industry of prophets. Okay, I'd rather come off as a channeler, a medium, and feel a bit more safe than to put it on God when it's not supposed to be put on God. Okay, these might be some side notes for somebody listening. All right. I want to give account, and I take accountability and responsibility for everything that comes out of my mouth. Okay, and if I do put it on God or stamp it saying that this is something God approves of, trust and believe that is absolutely so, because I fear God, okay? I'm not going to put myself in a predicament to ever try to diminish the power of a sovereign king, okay, my Lord. With that being said, let's go into the messages. Those were some side notes. A bit of a disclaimer there. Use your discretion. Use your discernment. Please read the description box if you wish to get in touch with me or if you want to support the channel. So let's go. Let's jump right in. The channel is on, and let's see what flows. Okay, so I spoke about the tower. I guess I could shuffle the deck while speaking to kill some time. Kill two birds with one stone here. Okay, let me roll up my sleeves because I feel like we're about to get into it, okay? I know there's something about taking the gloves off in the last video, so maybe rolling up the sleeves just means something that I may have said in the last video. Also, which I might get to this later, I picked up a paper to cover some notes, and on the paper I mentioned 3 things. I don't remember what they were, but there's something there about colors. Here's a tower again looking at me. So we might touch on colors again, okay? I know so far I've been mentioning the color blue a lot. Okay, so blue is prominent. Okay, and I know yesterday, the days are just merging nowadays. I think yesterday I had on green, and I said the green was reminding me of Forever Young. Okay, so I don't know if those are the colors I should be thinking more about, but I know purple came up in the notes, so I don't know if those colors tie in some way somehow or what's gonna come, but there's definitely something here about colors. What else? Some things about Daniel, which I mentioned Daniel. I'm talking about the book of Daniel in the Bible, the prophet Daniel. Okay, I have notes on Daniel 5. So if you have time, you might want to read that chapter for yourself for further context, clarity, understanding about what these messages are about, to see if it's for you, okay? If you want some confirmation, you may have to go and read that chapter yourself. Also, something here about Chronicles chapter 4, verse 20. But the 420 is coming out again. I don't know if somebody was born on April the 20th. Okay, this is the cusp of Aries and Taurus, I believe. Okay, so somebody's on the cusp of something, or somebody could be on the cusp of those signs. Okay, or something occurred in April, or somebody is a smoker, somebody is into cannabis, a cannabis grower, distributor. Okay, but 420. I'm hearing something about these books. Well, we already know about Daniel, so maybe it's not just these books. Maybe a book is foreshadowing an event, a situation, okay? All right, let me check off stuff I'm saying so there's no repeating. So someone's on the cusp of something. Something about foreshadow. Okay, I'm also seeing something about stunt double. Okay, and things about vision have been coming out before, okay? Seeing doubles, deja vu, optical illusions, sight, seeing clearly, the lens you look through, looking from multiple angles. Okay, all those things are relevant to this message or for someone. Okay, something about sight, or it could be something about a seer. Okay, something here about butter him up. Don't know who the him is in this situation. You may. Okay, but there's somebody here that you should approach with kid gloves, handle with kid gloves, dote on them a little bit, flatter them. Okay, this is somebody that likes their ego stroked. I'm getting with this butter him up. I'm also getting that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Okay, so let your communication be sweet, tender, soothing. Okay, you have to almost walk on eggshells with whoever this person is, but there is going to be some kind of advantage or benefit in buttering him up. Okay, I just heard it's almost like fattening a pig for slaughter. Okay, which is odd. Next, we have winsome, loosome. What do I have there written so small? Okay, when a person measures success by external trappings, what happens when the trappings disappear, when they vanish? Who are you then? Okay, are you still as valuable without these things? Okay, somebody needs to ponder that question. Like, where does your value lie? Okay, are you a quality person without quality things? Or do you need quality things to give the impression that you are of quality? Okay, because I'm saying all this is not written here, but the next thing is, which is you have to learn how to discern true honor. Okay, you have to know how to distinguish divine grace and all virtues and worldly arrogance, I guess. Okay, understand that things, material things, are transient, but there is something eternal about you. Okay, so this is about eternal souls. Okay, final judgment on worldly arrogance. We're about to see that. There's something about dominoes here. Moving on. Dominoes. It's a game. It's a game I like to play, actually. Okay, I'm Jamaican. If you're new here and you haven't watched a video where I reveal that, we love dominoes back in Jamaica. All right, and you know what? Dominoes is frequently played when a person passes away. We have something called 9 nights. You know, some days leading up to the actual burial, funeral. And that's when the community members, loved ones, they come together and socialize a bit. Dominoes is always at the center of sad and somber events, okay? Which is not always sad and somber, but I'm just thinking about that. Dominoes is always at the center. It's like the best game ever. Anyhow, dominoes could also get quite aggressive. All right, going back to win some, lose some. Nobody likes to lose dominoes. That's one game where both winners and losers could become a bit boisterous. Okay, because when you win, you get the honor and glory to slam down the last domino. Okay, and it usually causes all the other dominoes to jump. The board gets flipped. It gets really hectic. Okay, it could also happen. That could also happen for somebody who loses the game. They could flip the table and get all upset. So here we're dealing with some volatile players. That's what I'm getting. Okay, somebody who only likes to win, doesn't like to lose. Okay, somebody who's been winning, who's been on a winning streak, is about to lose. Okay, I'm also hearing that they will all fall with one push. Okay, so when you push the first domino, the rest follow suit. Okay, so somebody needs to know this. Somebody needs to not push it if they don't want to see a tower. Okay, since tower showed itself, if they don't want something to collapse. Okay, don't push it. That's what's here. That's what's coming through. You're not going to appreciate the effects. The effects are going to be undesirable. Okay, they're going to be harsh. Somebody's going to end up a sore loser. Okay, a sore loser. Somebody here has been humbled. They understand that human splendor is fleeting and they have some newfound appreciation for life, for people. Okay, next, underneath that, we have clock it. All right, something powerful. Somebody needs to clock something, or again, time is of the essence. A lot about time came out in the last message. Tick-tock, you're on the clock. Okay, something has to get done in time, or somebody's running out of time. Somebody has limited time to do something. Okay, so a deadline. Okay, a deadline is fast approaching. for somebody here. And if you miss this deadline, there's going to be some excruciating and agonizing pain that comes with that. Okay, so please, somebody, better time management. Okay, teach us to number our days, my Lord, so we may apply our hearts to wisdom. What psalm is that? Is that Psalm 90? Okay, I would have to check. Got the phone here. Teach us to number our days. Okay, so life is short. That's what I'm getting. Psalm 90, verse 12. Okay, here we have the 9 with the judgment, 12 with the executive order, divine authority coming through. Okay, so somebody needs to take heed to the message. Okay, not much time left for someone here. Clock it. Not much time left. Okay, we just watch the play. That's what we have next here. All right, so after clock it, you need to watch the play. Watch how things are unfolding. Do you see the patterns? Do you see the fulfillment and manifestations? What makes you think that this one won't come to pass as well? Okay, for somebody out there, you need to check somebody's track record. Okay, see that they are not making anything up. Watch the play. Okay, there's something here next to it. It's in a different color, so I didn't see it at first. Watch the play that very night the empire fell. Okay, an empire is about to fall very soon. Someone needs to go check Daniel 5. Okay, maybe this 5 means something. All right, I don't want to look too deep into that. But there's something here about someone who's unbecoming of a queen. Unbecoming of a queen, a woman or wife. Okay. Maybe this is an empire of a woman. Just insinuating here. Doesn't have to be. Okay. But moving on to the more pleasant news. Okay. Because that what I just shared might be considered unbearable for whoever it is for. Somebody is going to find themselves in a dire situation, terrible situation, serious situation that might end up in the grave. Okay. But on another note, Yahweh, hallelujah, Most High God has sovereign right to rule the nations. Okay. And I think in Daniel chapter 5, it kind of gives us this demonstration that if we watch the play, we're going to start to see a reordering, restructuring of things. And this is the hand of God that is doing this, okay? The great Elohim, okay, is going to make some power moves. And it will be evident, it will be obvious that it is God who does these things, okay? I'm hearing that God operates and specializes in the impossible, okay? So we're going to see some things that to the human eye, to the human mind, you know, which is both limited, the human experience is a limited one. We're going to see something impossible done. And this is going to give glory to God, okay? I'm not sure if a child's going to do this, because going back here, I'm looking at son, and a lot about son came out before, okay? There's a son here, a son of grace, a son of high favor in the eyes of the Most High, that's going to be recognized as having the ability to reading the writing on the wall. This doesn't have to be a son. This could be a daughter, male or female here. But son was just written down, but that could just be a separate message in itself, something about somebody's son that's going to be at the center of attention, or somebody's son is going to bring something to somebody's attention, okay? But back to Daniel chapter 5. With the ability to read the writing on the wall, the mysterious writing on the wall, there was a promise made, okay? It was tied to an offer. Okay, so whoever was able to interpret the writing on the wall, translate the writing on the wall, and communicate the writing on the wall was blessed with a robe of purple. So here we have a color being mentioned, purple. Okay, this purple has a lot of divine or sacred significance. Okay, it can mean supreme status or elevation in status. Okay, the reddish purple hue symbolizes that you, whoever you are specially favored, and you're going to be clothed with status. Okay, some of you might be blessed with jewelry here, because there's something about a gold chain, I believe, in Daniel 5. I did not refresh my memory, but I'll read it before bed, and if any more revelations come to me, I'll come back and make a video, or maybe tomorrow. But there's something about a chain here which gives security. Okay, it gives allegiance. Okay, so it's like you are showing who you pledge allegiance to here. You pledge allegiance to the Lord. This is royal authority, or you're being given royal authority to rule, and you're going to get some kind of clothing that represents this. Okay, that you are this dignified person. Okay, I'm hearing welcome to the priesthood. So somebody here could be a part of a priesthood here, or is going into a seminary, graduating a seminary, being inducted into some church or organization. Okay, anything along those lines, even if it's not mentioned, whatever comes to your mind when you hear something, trust that. Okay, but somebody here is going to, it's going to be ceremonious, whatever this is. Okay, it could be an actual ceremony where, again, you're being sworn in, you're being recognized, you're being honored. Okay, I think that's the main word here. You're going to be honored, recognized as true royalty. Okay, you're anointed, because next I have anointing fall on me. Okay, and this anointing is God's enduring dominion. Okay, God showing you, proving to others that God is with you. Okay, the Most High is the one who writes on the wall. Okay, and when the Most High selects who he's going to have as the seer and interpreter, that person is being called to service, called into service. Okay, because these are royal colors. Okay, that means whoever it is you are, you have proven yourself to be genuine, to be unshakable. You are honorable. Okay, you are noble, you are royal. So welcome to the royal court. Okay, welcome to the royal court. Okay, you can access the king. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, you have honor and authority and access to the king or kingly things. Okay, you're part of the royal court now. That's what I'm hearing. You represent the monarchy. Okay, and the last two things on this page is winning streak, which I mentioned that in the beginning. Didn't know it was here in the end, but that just tells me it's just a win-win situation for somebody here. Okay, or you're a born winner. All right, you're born to win. The favor has always been on your life. You've always been anointed. Okay, this highly respectable person as well, or it's just going to be non-stop winning from here for you. Okay, so look forward to a winning streak. The last thing we have is best counseling. Okay, so I could be speaking to somebody who just finished a course in counseling and you're being awarded, okay, or rewarded. Maybe you just opened up a practice. Okay, you're starting your own firm, counseling firm or organization, business, or you are just considered to be a wise person who gives good advice. You know how to steer people in the right direction. All right, it could be either or any other thing, because it's just best counseling. Okay, so again, rewarded. You're going to be rewarded for some work you have been doing. It could be in the field of counseling. Okay, let's just pull a few cards and wrap it up. It's not much more to it. Okay, you've proven yourself somebody here, and now you're going to see the proof that you've proven yourself. So I'm getting somebody's graduation. Okay, this will also be spiritual graduation, like you're elevating in spiritual ranking as well. Okay, or you're being called to some kind of office, like some kind of ministry. So the office of the prophets, or the office of those who help. Okay, the office of a pastor, the office of an evangelist, anything of the fivefold ministry here, because the number 5 has been coming through a lot here. Okay, Jack and the 5 magic beans, and then we have King David, where he wasn't a king yet. Okay, so whoever it is you are, you're not a king yet. You haven't been crowned yet. You haven't been given your throne yet, but this is what's being prepared for you. A ceremony is being, or an event is being planned for you to receive a crown, to receive your throne. Okay, you've earned it. That's what I'm hearing as well. Okay, you've earned it. Congratulations to you, whoever it is you are. All right, I'm getting a lot of nobility here. A lot of nobility. Good for you, whoever it is you are. I'm not going to take either clump here. I don't know. I'm just going to say it because it's coming through. For someone here, you are not a part of the family. But don't take that in a bad way. That's what I'm hearing as well. Okay, so I could be speaking to like a black sheep, but you are not meant to be in the family you're in. Or you're meant to separate from family. Or your family is just not who you perceive them to be. There's something about family here. And you being different from your family members. That's by design. I just heard that. That's by design. Okay. I'm hearing that you will judge your family. Okay, so you could be a judge here. Since I said something about being sworn in. Okay. So you could be a judge, a justice of the peace, lawyer, a doctor even. Anyone who has to take some kind of oath. Okay. But look forward to the winning streak. I'm hearing Biggie in my head. Born winner, opposite of a sinner. Okay. So you might blow up. Okay. No pun intended. You might become big. And notorious. You might be notorious for something. And I also know that the card Humble Beginnings came out, and that's standing out right now. And I think that song, or one of his songs, speaks of that. Okay, and we know his story, or some people know, if you know who the Notorious B.I.G. is, how it started for him, and it was like a stroke of luck almost, how he became a star. So somebody's about to become a star here. But I'm hearing, no, you're not lucky, you're blessed. Yes, okay, this is God doing it for you. You're about to become big, notorious. You're about to blow up, hun. You're about to experience some kind of winning streak here. Okay, I've been shuffling too long. Candyman just jumped out. They're coming for me. It's showing itself again. It showed itself last time. But the feeling I'm getting with seeing that is... I heard they're coming for me because the top is lonely. What the you gonna say? What the you gonna say? I'm the best thing doing it, do it. I'm the best. So you're the best at something here, and you're going to the top. You're the best. Winning streak. You're the best at something. You win. You win. You win. You're the best thing doing it. I'm going to listen to that track after. It's been a while. But I know I did mention something about pink print in the last video. Okay. but I believe that track is from Pink Friday. So something might be relevant about Friday. It could be this Friday, last Friday, next Friday, a Friday in December, okay? Maybe the Friday before Christmas. You'll get something put under the tree for you. I don't know, okay? Something about Friday here. It might be coming from a female, since pink, just to discriminate a bit, okay? Something pink. Expect something pink, somebody. Okay. I don't know why I'm going on this long. All right, Candyman. Something sweet. Maybe somebody's going to get something sweet from a man, a sweet gift here. All right. From a person who probably doesn't look sweet. Okay, so somebody who comes off very stern, serious, stoic. All right. It's actually a sweet person at heart. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Okay. It doesn't probably has nothing to do with the movie, but that's what just channeled from just looking at the card. Okay. So somebody's going to be really sweet to you who is not usually sweet to people. All right. Here we have their transgressions are many. Okay. This might relate to the earlier messages channeled in the beginning. Okay. Or a previous message where I said I feel like God had it up to here with somebody crossed a line or the line, past the line of no return, you know, gross prohibition here. Okay, so it might be touching on that. All right, and this now is giving me revenge. Okay, so those who transgress expect Candyman to be coming after you. You know who the Candyman would be in your situation. Okay, who did you cross? All right. Who did you cross? Did you take something from somebody? Did you take candy from somebody? You would know what candy means, okay? It'll be different. But somebody's transgressions are many, and they're about to really see that something is serious here. Because I know a Candyman, looking at this little face here, that's also giving me F-A-F-O, okay? Harsh punishment. Candyman looks like he's ready to exact some severe punishment on someone here. Demon Hunters. I added this card today. Okay, if you watched the most recent video, you'll know how Demon Hunters came out. My daughter drew a picture and briefed me on what it was about. Okay, so I could be speaking to a demon hunter. Okay, demon hunter. Candyman gives me demon hunter vibes. All right, so much so that people might look at you as a demon, but you're actually here to blend in. Okay, so I'm hearing hidden in plain sight as well. The seahorse, I think I mentioned something about camouflage. Okay, so again, hidden in plain sight. You know how to blend in and close in on your targets here. You could work for law enforcement, or law enforcement works for you, okay? Or law enforcement is after you, okay? I think there's something Candyman got wrapped up with the law for some reason. I'm going to have to refresh my memory with that. Okay, but there's something really relevant about law enforcement, not just to this message, but all the other messages I was saying the past week here. Okay, I think I am trying to give somebody the heads up that TikTok, you can look forward to this. Okay, law enforcement is on to you because your transgressions are many. And somebody works for a task force who are demon hunters, okay? So this is like a divine task force, okay? God has his little helpers, okay? I'm hearing Santa's little helpers, but God has his servants, all right? And the last one, I cannot make any of this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards came out. And five, the number 5 is a relevant number here, okay? The last card, 5th card, is they are silly, foolish, and impious. Okay, and this impious is making me go back to the transgressions. Okay, so these are like holy words. So somebody may have blasphemed. Somebody may have, what's that word? Sacrilegious. Okay, Somebody's just very profane, very worldly, fleshy, carnal. All right. Let me just flip back the pages to the beginning to see if anything, I want to conclude anything or say anything else here with these 5 cards. So with the law enforcement, I'm seeing dominoes. They will all fall with one push. Law enforcement is going to make its way in and push this domino, okay? And everybody's going to go down with it, okay? Law enforcement is aware of some kind of crime or criminal activity that has been going on for a long time. And this case is being built up against someone, a power couple, okay? Giants here. You're being hunted. I know in one of my videos I did say it's hunting season and the hounds are out and they're looking for blood. The hounds are out and they're looking for blood. They're looking for revenge. Okay? They're looking for revenge, and whoever this message is for, this is not the time to be silly or foolish or wondering who the heck I am sharing these messages with you. Okay, consider this a warning. Consider this a foreshadow of things to come. All right, you did not get away with something or multiple things, and you're going to have to give account for that. And there's somebody here who is adamant in ensuring that you come to justice, that they get you back. This is about some kind of get back here. Okay, there's some kind of get back here. I mentioned that in the last video, but it's also been a theme throughout most of the messages. And even now, back to 1, 2, X is coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock your door. 5, 6, get your cruise a fix. 7, 8, don't stay up late. There's a line in there where he says, retaliate, because I would hate for you to think that I just shook it off. Because I didn't shake it off, okay? So, again, some kind of get back, some kind of retaliation, some kind of reprisal, revenge is coming straight to somebody, okay? Somebody was told not to push it, don't push it, but they pushed it, okay? Somebody pushed the wrong button, and they're about to see the effects of that, okay? Look at this, 5 of Swords. Somebody pushed the wrong button, okay? And people are fighting back here. People are going to reap some consequences here for something they said. Okay, somebody's been running off their mouth. All right? Playing mind games with somebody or more than one person, causing a lot of conflict. Okay, there's a lot of disagreement here in the energy. Okay, somebody has been sowing some discord. I can't make this up. This is a 5. We have 5 of Wands. I can't make this up. 5 is like... Okay, so somebody could be 55 years old, okay, to this situation. Because 5, 5. But this is going to be a major fight and conflict, okay? Somebody's words is going to lead to somebody throwing hands here. It's going to start off as like a verbal altercation and become violent. Okay, that's what I'm seeing from these 2 cards alone. The only 2 cards that came out. Something is going to cause something like a riot or an ambush. All right, some betrayal is going to have a bad ending. Okay, a bad ending. It's really serious. It's bad. It's bad. I hope that something could be turned around if perhaps somebody gets the message in time. Okay, you can make amends. You've sown a lot of discord here, I'm hearing. Okay, this gives me a lot of discord here. Broke families apart. Okay, this is a really narcissistic energy. I'm feeling it. Okay, somebody who likes to eliminate the competition will do whatever it takes. But remember, it only takes one domino to get the rest down. Okay, and everything is being lined up. Clock it, watch the play. Everything is lined up for your downfall. It's lined up. Domino, just hit one. Just need to hit one. And you're the big fish who's about to bite the bait. I think I'll end it here. I don't think we need more than 2 more cards to really confirm anything or say more, say less. 39 minutes. Anything else, Spirit? Before Page of Wands. The Hierophant. I'm telling you, authorities are involved. Higher ups are involved here. They're onto you. They've been watching you do what it is you do out here for a very long time, I'm hearing. They've been watching you. It's about to be a fight. It's about to be some kind of showdown between authority figures and a particular person or people or organization, okay? So this is giving me like a raid or a RICO. This is like a RICO, okay? What else is here? What's this? 10 of Wands. It's about to go down. How's it going down? Queen of Swords here. Somebody told them. Somebody told them. Somebody told a celebrity that the feds were onto them. The higher ups were watching. Start getting your house in order. Start taking care of those affairs. Tying up loose ends. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. It's going to be conflict. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be a lot of fighting. Or fighting words, okay? Or fighting words will lead to a physical altercation. Something is going to be really extreme. I don't want to downplay it, but I also don't want to exaggerate, okay? But now I'm hearing words like scorching, okay? And that sounds very extreme and scary. So let me close off the reading here, okay? This might be a part of the Tower because we did start there. So it's the beginning of the end. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Okay, clock it. Watch the play. This is the beginning of the end. The dominoes will fall. The tower will collapse. All right, win some, lose some. But for somebody here, you're going to be on a winning streak. All right, so good luck to that. And I'm happy to end it on a good note. So please take good care of yourself. I appreciate you, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you like the vibe, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to help the channel grow. Check out the description box and be sure to catch me in the next one. Leave you with my love. Bye-bye.